Welcome back to the second edition of the video Monolith Film Podcast.
Very exciting.
Yeah, we had a little troubles with Blue Velvet. Got a copyright strike.
Was a pain in my anus to upload that.
Did you try, because I think they were copyrighting the song, right? Blue Velvet?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the song I was getting.
Did you try the other song? Only in Dreams or whatever?
No, I didn't try it either, but I tried probably 5 different Blue Velvets.
Yeah.
And I mean...
They're probably all owned by MGM.
Yeah, they didn't like it too much. And I don't know if the file was too big. It was like 2.5 hours after like video. I did it in 720 though, but yeah, it was a pain. I'm hoping this goes more smoothly. Yeah, it's up fine now, but just no tune. Yeah. So just straight into us talking.
That's fine. That's okay. Worst case, we'll just keep using the Cannibal Holocaust tune.
That's the best one.
That's just our main theme now.
That's the new one. We've already time. I think every Backyard Boys one is going to be a new Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh yeah. So if you couldn't tell already, today we will be doing Wild at Heart.
Hey Lee, why does it say wild.at.heart.19?
It's a weird file name. Don't fucking worry about it. Wild at Heart, another Lynch gig.
Yeah.
1990.
Yes, sir.
This was straight after Blue Velvet, right?
Yep. Right away after, and right after Twin Peaks TV show, I believe, the first episode.
Oh, true, eh? He did that in between.
Yeah, but I think it was...
Sort this way.
I think he started working on this when the pilot got picked up. Something like that. Or either the pilot or the first, batch of episodes got picked up.
Okay.
But this was...
Twin Peaks. Because I think this is the show.
Mm-hmm.
Still quite the gap, though. 86 to 89, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what he was doing. Probably looking for scripts or something?
I guess. Or just filming.
That could be it, too. Yeah.
Because, I don't know, maybe they filmed the whole season in one batch.
Probably, yeah. Probably longer to do the show, too.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Season done. But anyways, would you like to summarize it, or do you want me to?
Hey, well, you know what? Why don't people can just read this now?
Young lovers, Sailor and Luna, run from the variety of weirdos that Luna's mom has hired to kill Sailor.
It's a pretty good description. So? Yeah,
pretty well.
Pretty decent.
We got Nic Cage, Laura Dern. What else could you want?
The last, I think, 3 movies I've seen Nic Cage in.
Yeah.
He's just winning me back over.
He's coming back.
I hated Nic Cage for the longest time.
Yeah.
And he's definitely growing on me.
I can imagine one would be Mandy and the other be this one. What is the third one on that list?
What is the third one? I don't remember, but I remember liking him in something else.
Is it National Treasure 2?
Pardon me?
National Treasure 2?
God.
No,
Color Out of Space. It was Color Out of Space.
I don't know that one.
That just came out pretty much.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it says 2019, but I think it was in festivals in 2019. And then it was supposed to have a wide release, but the corona happened. It's based on a Lovecraft story.
Oh, that's fun.
It's quite good. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you go back to the other Nic Cage page here, have you seen Raising Arizona?
No, I haven't, but I've heard good things about that too.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Yeah.
Have you seen Ghost Rider?
Okay, let's move on.
Just naming Nic Cage movie.
Oh, a little spoiler there.
Oh, we can't look at that guy. He is a build.
How many times have you seen this, Nick? Because you've been pretty excited for this one.
Well, you see, I had seen this movie probably 4 years ago, and I was doing the same thing we're doing now, where we're kind of going through all the Lynch movies.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed it back 4 years ago, and I was excited to get to it because it's so out of the visuals are out of the blue, but the aesthetic is the same, like the camera work and the style of it, like the Lynch style. But on second viewing now for the podcast, didn't enjoy it as much.
Really?
Didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it the first time. I don't know if it was because I was expecting things or I'm not sure. I'd like to hear what you thought of it, though.
Interesting. I had it's a pretty long runtime, but I guess for Lynch, it's pretty average.
Mm-hmm. 2 something?
Yeah, 2:05, I think.
Okay. This was your first time?
This was my first time seeing it, yeah. The first, I was like instantly enthralled.
Yeah.
It's pretty captivating early on.
Mm-hmm.
Just the opening scene alone, I was like, okay, I'm in.
Well,
let's fucking rock and roll.
That's a fantastic look when he points at
Oh, man.
That is so funny.
But the second act,
yeah,
the transition from the second to the third act,
mm-hmm.
it's like a whole fucking hour long.
Yes.
It is. Nothing's happening.
No.
It's the fucking, dude, it drags on
mm-hmm.
way too much. I think Lynch definitely could have cut a solid half hour from this movie.
Probably more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really need, what's the guy's name? He's the famous character actor, just died recently. He's the detective in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Where's his name? Yeah, Harry Dean Stanton.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah. I don't think we need Harry Dean Stanton at all in the movie, or Mr. Reindeer, or any of those guys. I think it could just cut from Santos to them in Big Tuna.
Really?
Call it a day.
Okay, yeah, but keep Santos.
Yeah, keep Santos, but get rid of Harry Dean Stanton, get rid of Mr. Reindeer.
I like Mr. Reindeer.
I mean, he's a cool character, but if you want to trim it down, do some proper cutting on it, get rid of a fucking 45, 50 minutes out of the movie.
Yeah.
And get a nice, tight little Laura Dern, Nic Cage, you know.
Yeah, I do know. I didn't know he was in Rango.
I don't remember him in Rango.
This is one of my favorite animated movies of all time.
Yeah, me too. I quite like Rango.
I fucking love Rango, man.
It's
Rango and Fear and Loathing make a fucking solid double bill.
They really do. And there's a little reference to it in Rango. Yeah. I'm really upset that we enjoy all the same movies, Lee. Why is it? There's no friction. There's nothing.
Yeah. We'll find it. We'll find that one fucking movie, man.
Good enough. If we do Joshua one more time, then I think I'll go crazy if we do Joshua one more time.
We'll talk to Halen. Halen will find the one movie that I love and you hate. Yeah. I guess that was I like Joshie, but
yeah. Well, I liked Rubber too, and I like Rubber. You
Rubber's fantastic. There's no way you didn't like Rubber.
No, that was pretty fun.
Everybody likes Rubber.
Halfway through, I liked it a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second half is tremendous for that
one.
Back to Wild at Heart.
Wild at Heart.
So yeah, you're saying second act was too slow.
Yeah, there's just this huge chunk when they're in Big Tuna, Texas, where it's like, I don't fucking care anymore.
I do like the conversations they have in the little trailer park motel area there.
I like the conversations they have with the other like tenants or residents or whatever.
Yeah.
But when it's just Nic Cage and Laura Dern and they're in their motel room and they're both like, this sucks. I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, dude, this really does suck.
Yeah.
Like this just isn't a good movie.
Well, you're supposed to be in hell. So
yeah, well,
he's putting you through the ringer there, Lee.
I guess I kind of felt that too. Like, maybe that was the point. Lynch dragged it on because the characters felt like it was dragging on as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, the audience can understand that they feel worn out without making the audience feel it too.
Well, I mean, you can show Rocky in a minute and a half in a training montage and you go, this guy's the fucking buffest guy ever. He trained for 10 years for it. So I think we can cut down the long... you can trim it. You can always trim it down a bit, and you'll still get you'll still get the idea of it.
I think also the suspense with was it Lula?
Yeah,
the suspense with Lula getting pregnant didn't work for me.
Well,
it was kind of like it was obvious, and like there was no real tension there. It was like, oh, I'm pregnant, and he's like, cool, and she's like, maybe not. Maybe it's not cool. And he's like, okay.
I'm still
and that was it. Yeah, I was like, okay, fuck, I guess that's over.
Well, it's because Nic Cage is the coolest guy around. He's the big tuna in Big Tuna. But, can we get that, him pointing?
Yeah, I'm looking for the point.
Oh, that's tremendous.
Oh man,
It's fantastic.
He's insane in this movie. I love it.
Yeah, well, I love the singing in this movie.
Yes, me too. I do think it's fucking funny that they go to a fucking metal concert.
Yeah, we gotta go dancing, honey. It's speed metal playing in the back.
Fucking thrash metal.
Yeah,
and he just fucking grabs the mic from the singer. The singer walks fully off stage, like he's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
And then fucking Nic Cage is like, you boys know this song? And he starts singing Elvis.
Yeah.
And they do know it.
They're like, oh, let me get out my complete other pedal board and different guitar and amp and everything, and we'll start playing this for you, buddy. And what fucking radio station are they listening to where that comes on in the middle of nowhere, Texas?
That was fucking funny. They're complaining there's nothing on the radio but fucking horrible news stories, and then the only other thing playing is that one metal song. The same metal song that's been playing the entire movie.
Yeah. The dancing is awesome, though. There's a guy crawling on the ground and them in the desert jumping around. That's awesome.
I love the kicking. I love when the fucking song comes on and he front flips out of the car. Yeah. That's so fucking cool.
I think like the music I think like everything in this movie is trying to be Nic Cage, or trying to, like, if you have a normal kind of movie and then you throw in Nic Cage being an animal, it doesn't fit in because you go, why is this guy fucking running around, chewing stuff, flipping around? But if the whole movie is chewing stuff and flipping around, then you go, oh, this is a fun world we live in. Laura Dern. Same thing, but the female version of it, you know, she's still a nut jumping around. The music is the same thing, erratic, sporadic, jumping in, and then he pulls up and goes, wah-da-da-da-da. There's a crazy guitar riff for no reason, and it's fantastic. Everything is just bing, 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 jumping around, and from 0 to 10 in nothing.
But I feel like that isn't the Nicolas Cage most people our age know.
Okay.
Because most people, I don't know, like growing up, I only knew Nic Cage from like fucking National Treasure and Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I don't know. I stayed away from those.
And those movies are garbage, and he's not.
Yeah,
he's not the same in these movies that he is in those movies. He's going back to that. Like Mandy, he was fucking batshit crazy. It was fucking cool.
That's perfect. Yeah,
yeah. That's when he performs best.
Have you seen?
Is when they just let him loose.
Have you seen Bad Lieutenant?
No.
That's Herzog and Nic Cage. That's an interesting one.
That does sound like an interesting combo.
We won't say anything about it, but maybe in the future.
Maybe.
Yeah, what's another thing? Nice wide angles, the same as Blue Velvet is my first note here.
Yeah, the same.
The wide angles.
I noticed that as well. A lot of car shots, like you mentioned in Blue Velvet. You said that's going to be a recurring theme for Lynch, doing the car, the road, the car, the road.
Yeah, always you see the what's it called? The parallel lines coming at you.
Yeah,
that's in every single one of his movies except probably Eraserhead.
True.
And always the singing comes back. There's always some kind of
musical component.
Moment. Yeah. And what do we see? Always close-ups of matches and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of cigarettes in this one.
Yeah, and you see
a lot of cigarettes.
What's it called? Elephant Man. You see a lot of quick montages whenever Joseph Merrick, the Elephant Man, is dreaming. He always has these kind of nightmarish flashes and things, and there's always like light bulbs blowing up and a match or something, a candle going out, kind of what you'd expect kind of things. But
Lynch really likes like flame, lights, stuff like that. Like Eraserhead was a lot more industrial, so there was less like organic flame. But everything after that we've covered has been like candles, matches, cigarette, like just tons of fire.
One thing I find though, as we're kind of chunking our way through his filmography, is that nothing is as good as Eraserhead.
Oh yeah, I agree so far. So far, 100%.
It's so standalone. It's so its own thing, and then everything else is kind of playing off of itself and playing off of the other movies in it. But Eraserhead is just a really singular piece of work.
Yep.
It really sticks out as a fucking good one.
I wonder like how much that has to do with just like the fact that after Eraserhead, he got kind of ingrained into Hollywood, whether he liked it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they didn't have as much control over his creative process as other directors.
Yeah.
But the fact that he has a legal and professional obligation to turn over on these movies quicker.
Yeah.
Like he took 10 years to make Eraserhead.
Mm-hmm.
Or what was it? 10? What was it?
Something like that.
He took almost a decade.
Yeah.
But he can't do that anymore because he's got, 3 studios up his ass.
Yeah. And they're
a handful of producers.
They're going out of business, going back into business.
Yeah.
And everything.
It's the same thing with like music artists.
Mm-hmm.
They spend fucking like 5 years perfecting their first album so they can get signed. Yeah. And then they get signed and they have 1 year to write their second album.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the second album is going to be shit compared.
But that's the test, I find, is always the second album.
Yeah.
The second one's good, then you go, oh, they got something there. But if the first one rules and the next 2 are kind of you go, he was lucky with the first one. I had 10 years for the first one.
But at the same time, it feels unfair to compare Lynch to himself because there's no one else like him.
Yeah.
Like you compare Blue Velvet or Wild at Heart to any other movie released that year.
Yeah.
Or that fucking half decade, whatever. Mm-hmm. And Lynch is a standout every time.
Well, he'd definitely be the kind of, what is this kind of interesting thing?
But within his own filmography, Eraserhead is like...
That's very
it's fully removed.
Yeah. But you can still, saving comparison, you can still rank his stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Eraserhead, Lost Highway, Blue Velvet, and it kind of gets muddy around
there. Oh, really?
Well, around 3, I'm not sure now.
What about Mulholland Drive?
I didn't like Mulholland Drive.
Really?
I did not like it.
Oh, interesting. I haven't seen it. We'll see.
Yeah. I don't want to tell you too much, but it's very, I've only seen it once before. I remember it being very scatterbrained and all over the place and with no ties to anything narrative or plot or anything, Yeah. If they're pretending there's a plot, but it's kind of a dream logic thing going on, and I don't know.
I might appreciate that, though. Oh, no, because I like doing research, too.
Mm-hmm. But it's almost like, it feels like a mystery without the work of making the mystery.
Okay, well, that seems kind of meta. It's like he's making the audience do the work.
No, but it's like you're telling them, okay, this is a mystery, but you're not giving them any clues as to why it's a mystery. There's no actual mystery. There's no reason for anything. And you go, okay, why did I spend 2 hours watching this? Nothing.
All right, well, I guess we'll get there when we get there.
That's how I feel about it.
I can't really comment. I still haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm. This one, on the other hand, this has a solid story.
Oh, this is yeah, this is cool. What I like a lot about this is like there's a lot of random garbage. Mm-hmm. Like not only like plot wise, like a lot of the big tuna stuff could have been cut out, but then there's like half a dozen car accidents.
At least 4.
Right, those could all be cut out, but they're not for some reason, and it's kind of cool. I kind of like them.
I enjoy the one at nighttime when Laura Dern and Nic Cage are going into Texas.
Yeah.
And it's the girls looking for a purse. That one is just kind of visually more interesting than the other ones. And it's kind of, this is the turning point. This is the bad omen. They're getting into Texas.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? You're talking about the garbage around. I like the sign in Big Tuna that just says "fuck you."
Yeah, when they're about to go rob the fucking bank or whatever.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, this I just found it interesting. For visually, there's some kind of weird cactus plant in the back, and it's only the headlights, and then these people are all bloody everywhere.
Yeah, I did also appreciate it. It shows like a glimpse at a fucking sailor's true character. Mm-hmm. Like, because he's framed to be a scumbag.
Yeah.
But the audience is enticed to believe that he's a good person.
Yeah. Well,
and this shows that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's macho and shit, but when it's time to not be macho, when it's time to, be a fucking decent human being, he pretty much always is.
Yeah, he struggles with that at the end, I guess, too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he needs money, you know? Money is the root of all evil.
I was thinking more the very end when he's deciding, oh, Laura Dern, they're too good for me. I'm a bad guy. I got to go, kind of thing.
Right. Struggling with his own self-image.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is cool, too. Because, like, I mean, this movie is interesting to me. I was reading up an article on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what article it was. If anyone's interested, just fucking email us, whatever. I'll send you the article. I'll find it again.
Yeah.
But it's long. It was a long and not very interesting.
Okay.
But like the main kind of point of it was the difference between dialoguism and monologuism.
Okay.
In art, where like dialoguism is all about creating a conversation with every aspect of the piece and their audience.
Okay.
And other pieces in the industry. And monologuism is like a very authoritarian, just like, this is what I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
There's like no room for interpretation, basically.
Okay.
And what they were saying is that what Lynch does is he does the complete opposite of monologuism, where he's not saying any one thing. Mm-hmm. He's just basically vomiting ideas on screen. And he organizes his ideas and his thoughts in a way that become coherent, but they're so open to interpretation, and he's not locking down any one theme. He's not locking down any one idea, so that anyone who watches the movie, even if they're confused, they can interact with the movie on a deeper level because they can have a dialogue with it internally.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. But somewhat coherently in most of his films.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of them yet. Yeah. But I mean, I think it makes more sense with this film than Blue Velvet, because Blue Velvet was pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
This film has a lot of like montage elements, like all the car crashes. There's a lot of like random violence, all the thugs that Mr. Reindeer hires that, like you said, don't really matter. Mm-hmm. Like all that shit is kind of secondary, and it doesn't add to any theme that I could grasp. Mm-hmm. But there's something to be said about just Lynch's like obsession with perverted violence and just like the perversion of shock in general. Yeah.
Well, I think he's trying to make it the most hellish environment you can find yourself in.
Yeah.
Just populated by goons and thugs and violence and car crashes everywhere and big tuna signs that say fuck off and stuff.
I think a big part of this movie as well.
Nice teeth on the guy.
Oh, man. At least it's like in a few shots, it's like obviously dentures.
There's a nice tight close-up at the end of that scene.
Yeah. Oh, my God. You see his gums?
Yeah, that's quite nice.
I think part of why Lynch made this movie, I think, is kind of like draw the attention towards Hollywood in general.
Okay.
Saying like, because it's like a road movie. Mm-hmm. Like it's kind of a road trip movie. It's kind of a neo-noir movie. It's kind of a, like, I don't know, just fucking criminal in general. Like mafia almost.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, what Lynch tends to do is focus on the depravity of his subjects. Mm-hmm. And he focuses on the violence and the perversion and all the shit that other directors shy away from. And he's kind of saying like you can't indulge in these environments, in these worlds, without committing to them fully.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know. That's how I felt watching it.
I don't think I've ever seen a Lynch where it's 95%.
Right, exactly.
He's always going the full envelope is always in, except for the two that we skipped over. The
Elephant Man and Dune.
Yeah, I think everything else has been 110% full. Elephant Man and Dune, that's more, like you were saying before, studio heads and kind of producers messing around with the kind of magic. But these are real straightforward Lynch. I wonder, how much creative freedom he has on it, because he's adapting material, so he's using source material, but he's adding his own stuff. So I think the ending, the happy
For Wild
ending,
at Heart.
yeah, the happy ending and the Mr. Reindeer and all those characters, I think those are added by Lynch.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think the happy ending is as well.
Yeah.
That seems very Lynchian. He likes the happy ending for some reason, which seems like counterintuitive. You'd watch half a Lynch movie and you'd expect it to end terribly.
Yeah.
But he really does like the happy endings.
Yeah. I think it was the original ending, because this was a novel first.
Yeah.
And the original ending was that Sailor goes, you're too good for me, I'm out of here, I'm Joe Cool, and he hits the road. And Lynch said, yeah, I find it's a cool ending, like he's the kind of cool dude walking off into the sunset, but it doesn't go with the rest of the story. You see how in love they are throughout the story, and the lengths that they get to be together. Wouldn't make sense that he waits all this time and she waits all this time, and then he goes, all right, fuck off.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Lynch on that front. Mm-hmm. If it would have just ended with him leaving, it would have been like, okay, so what was the point?
Yeah, but then we wouldn't get that great dolly shot across the traffic with him running across and then singing a song at the end.
That's one thing I fucking... Yeah, there's one thing I fucking love about this movie is how insanely corny it is.
Yeah.
It is so fucking cheesy, but it's so Lynch at the same time. It's insane. Yeah. It's like, it makes no sense.
You have such a cool shot lined up here, too.
Yeah.
We're going to watch this for a second, because I love this little cut. We're going dancing, baby.
Oh, I love it.
Just the big punch at the end.
Oh, man. It's crazy how, like, perfectly it lines up, too.
It really works good.
I love it. It's interesting. Something something Lynch has made me notice a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That I noticed when we make movies.
Yeah.
But I notice it almost more when I watch a Lynch movie.
Okay.
Is that being true to human behavior is less important than looking good on screen.
Oh, for sure.
Like that shot we just watched.
Yeah.
Where he holds the punch steady while she does her thing. Yeah. No way in hell anyone would do that in real life. No. There's no way anyone would just fucking just hang out like this and just, I'll wait. I'm good. But it looks fucking good on camera.
It looks fantastic. You're not going to go, I'm going to wait 5 seconds for that dolly to finish and a little fan down, a little tilt down. But yeah, it comes out fantastic.
Yeah, it really does. And I find I've noticed it in this movie the most. Lynch does that a lot. Where it's you'll see people on camera doing things that normal people wouldn't do, but it looks so good on camera that unless you're like hyper aware of it, you won't notice because it just looks so cool.
Well, you don't even really question it if the kind of work goes in with the world that they're building,
Yeah.
Some of the strangest kind of acting you'll see in any of these kind of Lynch kind of movies, like the extras and stuff. Some old man just standing in the background or something, or some weirdo in the
where was that
room.
Oh, can't show that.
Oh, that's true. We have to skip through that, and
it's hard not to show this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This guy's just hanging out here. Do I have to leave too?
That's one of my favorite lines in the movie.
That's a good line.
He's fucking Santos, the gangster, shows up. There he is. And everyone head out. Yeah. And that old man with the cane is like, even me? Like, yeah, dude, who the fuck are you?
It's just misfortune, just the loudest yell you can imagine, just blasting out full decibel. Santos!
Oh, God. The reverb in this room is insane, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's I don't know. Whenever anyone yells, it's weird. I don't know, like if they were using more than one mic on set or something.
Yeah.
But every time someone yells, there's like a solid echo every time.
Mm-hmm. Could just be some stacked on reverb after or something.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's fun. You hear it in the recording, like the songs, the kind of musical numbers. Those are all like dubbed over kind of songs. Yeah. Like Nic Cage is lip syncing to himself, singing kind of thing. And you hear it in that last song I forget what the song is at the very end.
Very Love Me Tender? Or
Yeah, Love
like
Me Tender, when he's singing it to her. And she says something, and it's like, oh, really? Or something. And it's the same kind of, like you're talking super close into the mic, so you have a nice, rich, deep voice.
Oh, okay.
The echo of the kind of old mics.
Yeah.
And like that's definitely added in the songs and stuff. And I don't see a reason why it wouldn't be added throughout the rest of the picture. Give it that other kind of worldly stuff. That's an ugly shot. I don't like this shot.
This one of them hugging or the kid?
The kid.
I don't like the kid either.
Yeah. Well, I mean, nothing wrong with his haircut or anything, but like a weird glare on the windshield, and like there's smudges on it, and an ugly lens.
Yeah.
I didn't like that shot.
I think this movie has been my least favorite.
So
Not
far?
visually, because it's so like fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like it looks cool.
Yeah.
But I find it's definitely like the least aesthetically pleasing. Like it's not as pretty.
No, yeah.
It's more gritty.
It's more fun too.
Yeah.
It's a fun. I would put this as a comedy though.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's a kind of noir comedy.
Yeah, same. It's as close as Lynch would get to comedy, I think.
Yeah. Like he's got hilarious stuff in his other movies, but I think this is punched the entire way through with nonsense.
Yeah.
And I believe his first draft of this movie was just completely sad, depressing, and everything, and no one wanted to like produce it or finance it. So he said,
"Damn,
I'm going to add some jokes to it." And he punched it up a little bit, and
a little bit, dude.
Well, I think he punched it up enough. It's pretty good, but I mean, I enjoy it just for the kookiness of it, the wackiness of the
me too,
and the music. That's tremendous. Lynch's music is really top notch.
Yeah,
I think it's top notch.
His I don't know. Does he do his own sound editing? He must.
I think he does a lot of everything.
Because it's too good for him not to be at least involved in it.
Oh, for sure involved.
Yeah.
He probably is playing on the computer doing it as well, though.
Yeah.
But
I'd imagine. I mean, because like you said with Eraserhead, like he would like shove a mic in a water bottle, toss it underwater, and see what happens.
But that almost seems like fun student stuff to do, you know?
Yeah, true. Try shit out.
Hit my head with the microphone and see what that sounds like. And I don't know. It's like...
Yeah.
It works in the end, but how many times did he put a fucking, I don't know, G86 into the fucking bathtub?
Yeah, true.
Nice
He could probably.
On him.
Pardon?
Nice jacket on him.
I dig the snakeskin jacket. I'm going to be honest.
One thing I can really support is cool jackets in movies.
Yeah. Cool costumes in general.
Yeah. Well, you were talking about Tokyo Vampire as having...
Oh, man. Tokyo Vampire Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same director as Audition.
Yeah.
Dude, their costumes are insane. They're so fucking cool.
Okay, well, I'll have to check it out there.
Yeah, check it out. Dude, at least watch like watch the first episode, and if you're not into it, skip to like episode 6 or something.
Okay.
Like just pick a random episode further down, and you'll see a lot more costumes.
Perfect. Okay.
They're fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
There's this one character who literally goes to like 5 wardrobe changes in one episode.
Not bad.
Like he's always wearing a different outfit, but they're always like this, like different variations of the same outfit.
Yeah.
Like it's always like a suit, but his jacket has massive shoulder pads.
Okay.
And it's only the top button that's buttoned, and he wears it like a cape.
Nice.
Always.
He's a vampire.
He is a vampire.
He's a vampire.
Yeah, he is a vampire.
Just before I forgot to say, I think you were talking about picture-wise. I think this won Best Picture at Cannes 1990.
Yeah, I won the Palme d'Or.
Did it? We're in the Palme d'Or.
Yeah, I did.
Well, that okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if what
this
was going on in 1990.
That right there won.
Yeah, that rocks. I think it also made 150% budget-wise.
Is that good?
Yeah, I think it made money.
I mean, 150% is like not even double your money.
No, not that. Well, I think it was also like, I'm trying to do the math here. I think it cost like 10.3 and they got like 14.7 or something.
Yeah, it's like 150. It's 150%.
Like 140 something.
It's almost 150%.
Yeah. So.
But is that good for a movie?
For a movie like this, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess because now we're used to like fucking Avengers that racks in fucking a dumb amount.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, well.
Even like a Spielberg movie would rack in. Even like a Spielberg movie in the 90s would rack in like way more than double.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Fucking for sure. Yeah. Jaws is probably the most profitable fucking movie, like ratio-wise.
I bet. True, there, yeah.
Fucking $2,000 to make, and they probably made 200 mil or something.
Yeah. It's a decent profit.
But
not bad.
Yeah, we were talking about jackets before.
Jackets.
Do you think this is some kind of Elvis illusion? The jacket. Because Elvis liked jackets.
Did he like snakeskin?
I don't think he liked snakeskin, but he always had the kind of white leather with the big tassels and bedazzled everything. He was a very flashy kind of jacket guy.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was, just because like the amount of other illusions there are in this film, like the illusions to Wizard of Oz, get a little too explicit to be called illusions. At a certain point, they're just like straight up references.
Yeah. Also,
there's a lot of other there's a Jack Kerouac on the Road.
Yeah.
The novel. There's a decent amount of allusions to that. A lot of like old school. What were those dudes called? His like gang of writer friends. The Beats.
Okay.
The Beat. Yeah, they're like the Beat generation and the Beat authors. There's a few allusions to them in here, like sprinkled around. So I wouldn't be surprised, because Elvis is obviously a big part of it. Like pop culture in general is like a pretty big part of this movie.
But it's like pop culture from 40 years earlier.
Yeah, but I think what Lynch is trying to do when he does this shit, when he calls back to super old shit like this, is that he's banking on the fact that people know it. And like when he introduces the Wizard of Oz a million times in this film, it's because the audience already knows Wizard of Oz. So all the work Wizard of Oz did, and all the themes and all the messages they like projected towards their audience, the audience watching this film is already aware of. So when they see it and when they register Wizard of Oz, they make that connection between the themes. And so it's kind of like,
it's not for you.
Yeah, exactly. And especially in this movie where Lynch isn't focusing on that work, it seems like he's focusing on everything else about film. He's trying to stray away from that. So it's a good idea to let other people do the work for you. It's like when fucking Sailor talks about how his jacket is a symbol of like his individuality and his personal freedoms. And then you don't shut the fuck up about the Wizard of Oz, which is all about how like, the only thing you ever needed was inside of you the whole time. So it's all about the individual, it's all about finding yourself and all that shit. So it's like, here's this dude who loves individuality and personal freedom. Toss some Wizard of Oz in there, and you're done.
I was also thinking the Wizard of Oz, like the amount of references to it.
It's weird.
Too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
If you go over 3, you go, okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, having the Good Witch at the end is fun.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and the crystal ball kind of stuff is fun.
That was weird. Terrible CGI.
No, it wasn't that good.
Terrible green screen.
Like,
absolutely terrible.
As an idea,
Dude, it's like so choppy. It looks like the hand is like fucking glitching out, dude. It's so funny.
Nice fucking square pixels on the finger.
Yeah.
But I was thinking it was more of like kind of you're leaving Kansas again. You're getting out of the hellhole kind of thing. You're kind of moving to this magical world, and you go, oh fuck, we're stuck in Big Tuna.
I mean, in Wizard of Oz, the magic land was the hellhole. She wanted to go back home.
Yeah, but they end up, I guess, if together is home is where the heart is. Together, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
What were we saying just before Wizard of Oz? I had an effing point.
Illusions?
Yeah.
Elvis jackets.
Oh yeah, something about Elvis. I just forgot again.
There you go, Elvis.
We'll come back to it. What do I have here? Oh, I have another fun reference from film history. The Pact. Okay. This shot where the dog runs out with the guy's hand in his mouth.
Yeah, that's like probably about here.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, right there. That is from a nice Kurosawa movie.
Not sure if I can show this, but we'll do it anyways.
Oh yeah, we're probably allowed.
We're not monetized. Worst case, we get age restricted, I guess. I don't know.
I already put it for no.
Oh, there you go. Thing. Yeah, that right there, that scene.
Yeah, so that's a shot from Yojimbo.
Just the dog carrying a hand?
Yeah, but that's like a famous shot from that movie. And it was pretty shocking at the time. I think that's also a movie from the 50s. Yojimbo, I believe, late 50s maybe. That's
check it out.
Kurosawa movie.
You know Ghost of Tsushima?
No, I don't think so.
It's a video game that just came out.
Okay.
It's like a samurai video game.
Oh, that sounds fun.
What is it? How do you spell Kurosawa?
AWA at the end.
And there's a fun little tidbit in the settings. You can turn Kurosawa mode on.
Oh yeah.
And it just turns everything in black and white.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
And it kind of mirrors his camera. It's
that's
like the
awesome.
aspect ratio changes, I think, and stuff like that. It's pretty fun.
But his later movies in color are some of his best.
Really? That seems like a controversial opinion. I feel like most people would not agree with you.
Ooh, if you look up Ran is fucking killer, dude. There, you won't find better color in a flick than Ran. I hope we're getting there. Yeah, Seven Samurai. Seven Samurai rules, though.
That was Kurosawa.
With an O, okay.
Yeah, Ran. Yeah, I mean, it's his third most popular, so. Yeah. Yojimbo, 1961.
Okay, 61. And that was, that's another kind of thing. That's like these movies and the kind of classic Westerns, they're the exact same story, right? It's just you take out the lone samurai for the lone gunslinger kind of thing. Yeah. The exact same thing. And this is a very Western kind of story. There's part 2 is Sanjuro there.
Yeah, I was going to say, these seem related.
Yeah, well, it's like the same character, but the world is different kind of thing.
Okay.
It's like as if you took the same character and put him in another dimension. But the Yojimbo, the character shows up into this kind of, it's another town ruled by 2 gangs of two bandit gangs that kind of rule north side and south side of town, and he shows up to kind of make peace in between. And I forget which, what's that guy's name? Clint Eastwood movie is a ripoff of this one, but one Clint Eastwood. It might be Hang 'Em High or something.
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly is the only thing that comes to mind, but I don't even know if that's Clint Eastwood.
No, that is. But that,
okay, good.
I think it might be.
That's 3 O's.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What, do you know around what year it came out?
I'm not even sure of the name exactly.
Fistful of Dollars.
Yeah, I think it might be Hang 'Em High.
Okay.
Is the same thing, but just the Western version.
Okay.
But, what is it? Like a lot of Kurosawa's samurai movies became Westerns later.
I believe that pretty heavily.
Like what, Seven Samurais, Magnificent Seven?
Yeah.
And I don't know. People have talked about it before. But, or what's the other one too even? Not Throne of Blood. Hidden Fortress becomes fucking Star Wars 4. So that's interesting.
Hidden Fortress is a Kurosawa. Yeah, right here, the Hidden Fortress. Star Wars 4, that's a New Hope. That's the first one that came out.
Yeah. That's kind of where you get the kind of R2-D2, C-3PO.
Really?
What's his name? Han Solo and Princess Leia. Those are the basic characters here. And you
shit.
Yeah, you have the evil emperor who's trying to take over the kingdom or take over the neighboring kingdoms. And It's
cool.
Like, this is the seed that made Star Wars.
Okay.
Was this Kurosawa movie. But
that kind of makes me like Star Wars more.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why Darth Vader looks like the samurai. He's got the samurai hat, and they fight with the swords and everything.
Yeah, you're right.
It's all just ripping off Kurosawa.
All right, well, that makes me like Star Wars less.
But like, even the design of like all the like the Death Star designs and everything with the kind of lateral hatches and everything, like that's all his look, where you have the kind of backlit paper walls with the kind of wood coming in and all different angles and stuff.
Interesting.
It's all just copying that stuff. But
yeah, princess. That's a word.
Yeah, that is a word. But yeah, if you watch this, you'll be going, oh, fuck, that's C-3PO, that's Han Solo, and you'll see all the kind of stuff, and it starts off in the desert with C-3PO and Han Solo running around and stuff. It's fun.
Cool.
But how the hell did we get onto this one? Oh, yeah, the dog with the hand.
The dog hand, this shot right here.
Yeah, that is a famous shot from Yojimbo, where it's kind of like this hellish town that's overrun by bandits and scoundrels. And Kurosawa went, I need a way to show that this town is really bad. I'm going to have a dog running with a hand in its mouth. And that's a famous story from film history, and it's a nice little homage to it here.
Yeah, that's interesting, too, because when I saw this shot, like of these guys picking up, like looking for the hand and shit,
yeah,
I was like, this is goofy as hell.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck is this in this movie? Like, it's funny.
Yeah.
And it's bloody, so it's cool. But why, it seems like even that could have been cut. But now that I know why it's there, that's pretty cool.
But saying that, the Kurosawa one is way cooler, though.
Yeah.
If you Google quick the...
yeah, let's check it out.
Yojimbo dog hand, I'm sure something would come up. Yeah, there you go. There's the bugger.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, so that's fun. Yeah, there you go. Just runs right at camera.
Cool.
But yeah,
better dog too.
Yeah, looks grimier in this movie too.
In Wild at Heart?
No, in Yojimbo.
Yeah, this just looks like shit happens.
Retriever or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't even run towards camera, and the hand's not up, looking all weird and scary. That's good.
So how do you know? I mean, yeah, I guess Lynch was definitely aware of Kurosawa. There's no way that's a coincidence.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is a direct, like, if you kind of get into like the kind of Japanese kind of movies or Kurosawa at all kind of thing, you'll know of this kind of story.
Right.
And a dog hand. And Yojimbo is a pretty popular movie.
Okay.
That's also a kind of same kind of style, not style, but like same tone of the movie. Like, it's grimy and gritty looking, but it's full of jokes the entire way through, has jokes.
Cool.
That's a fun one to watch.
Interesting. I think, you know what? I would like to do Kurosawa fully, like we're doing with Herzog and Lynch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind just clearing like half his catalog or whatever.
He's got like fucking 30 movies though.
Yeah, well, we'll pick the best ones. Yeah. We'll like hand pick whichever ones are like important.
I think I have 5 myself that are my favorites. And they're all the samurai ones. I don't really like the kind of, he does a lot kind of post-war, pre-war stuff too. And,
really? I feel like I love that shit.
But it's more interior drama, kind of family stuff. Like, when you're kind of thinking of Kurosawa, the first thing you think of is a samurai movie for sure.
Yeah, of course. 7 Samurai. Instantly. Yeah.
7 Samurai is fun, but it's also a good 3-hour something movie. Like, the last 40 minutes of it fucking rules. And like the hour and a half in the middle, you go, shorten that down. Throne of Blood rocks, but that's just like, that's the best camera movement, hands down, in one of these kind of movies. It's got, I think it's Macbeth, that story.
Throne of Blood?
I believe it's Macbeth.
That's cool.
But it's like all in these big pagoda kind of fortress is, and there's pillars everywhere, and the camera's just moving everywhere, and every frame of the movie is so perfect and so precise. Like you could cut it up geometrically any way you want, and it always lines up perfect. Like that's a clean fucking cut movie.
Cool.
Dream fun.
Like these first like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This I've never heard of.
Yeah. That's
6,
a early
7. One. Like these I'd like to do.
Yeah.
I don't know about High and Low, but like everything else.
No, I don't really. Ikiru 2 is okay.
Yeah?
But Rashomon, that it feels kind of dated.
Does it? Like I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah. Do you know the story of that kind of movie?
Oh, it's before Seven Samurai.
Yeah, that's early. That
Rashomon. I always thought Seven Samurai was one of his first.
No, I don't. That was like 55, I think, was Seven Samurai.
54.
Ooh, very close.
Yeah, very close.
Oh, there you go. It says on top. But Rashomon is, it's like, I believe it's a rape that happens, and there's a rape murder or something like that, and it's however many people in the area all tell their point of view kind of thing. And
interesting.
I think it's called like the Rashomon effect, when you have 10 different testimonies and they all kind of give a different perspective. And with all the perspectives, you build what actually happens.
Yeah.
Because kind of each person has their own
average them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for the time you go, ooh, this is a very interesting narrative. You know, it's non-linear and you have all these kind of different segments. It's episodic, but it all kind of follows and who's lying and who's not lying. But you've seen this 100 times since that happened.
Yeah, okay.
Like you'll see it in SpongeBob and in cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
And visually it's not as exciting as like Seven Samurai or Ran or something.
Yeah. No, when I was for the Backyard Boys episode.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't checked it out, we recorded an episode live in someone's backyard. It was funny.
It's flying up the charts right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was looking for screenshots of movies that we spoke about.
Mm-hmm.
And Seven Samurai was one of them, and I haven't seen it yet, but I scrubbed through like pretty much the entire movie trying to find a screenshot I liked enough to edit and stuff like that. And dude, there's like a fucking 12-minute break in the middle.
12-minute break in the middle?
Dude, there's like a legit intermission where it just cuts to black for like a dozen minutes. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it's long.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah?
I could pull it up.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's get this off screen so no one knows what fucking files I have on here.
Someone's going to pause that and screenshot it.
But yeah, I don't know. I was fucking surprised at how long. Maybe it's just like the version I have.
Maybe.
But there's a fucking long intermission.
No, this should be the same version we both have, yeah.
Okay, we're running out of time again, so I'm going to show you the intermission, and then we'll reconvene.
Yeah,
this is it, man. It's so long.
I don't remember this.
Dude, it's stupid how long that is.
That is quite long. I mean, normally in these kind of re-releases, remastered kind of thing, it would go fade to the intermission for 15 seconds and then come back.
Yeah.
Instead of leaving the full half hour or whatever it was supposed to be.
It's legit. Okay, from like 46 3/4 to almost 52.
So a good 5 minutes then?
A good 5 minutes. A solid 5 minutes of just black screen with whatever the hell that is.
Intermission, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
That is quite interesting. I do not remember that.
Yeah, I was surprised because I kept like kind of like scrubbing through here trying to find something cool to screenshot, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
You got the last probably 40 minutes is where all the cool stuff is.
Yeah, that's what I was going. There's some really cool shots back here,
and the mud and rain and everything. Yeah, fun.
But I really liked when they're on the hill. I'm not going to be able to find it now. But they're on the hill and they pull out the sword right before their town gets invaded. It's like right before the break. Anyways, I'm pretty sure it's the screenshot I used.
Okay.
It's from that scene, so just go look at our Instagram.
These car shots get cleaned up more than Blue Velvet.
Yeah, definitely. Easily.
Tighter.
Yeah.
Much tighter.
There's a lot more too. So he kind of needed to.
Yeah. One thing I noticed in the nighttime shot, I believe it's when Sailor is telling Luna that he knew her father on the night that he burned to death. And it's...
Sorry, go on.
The characters, they're so over the top, these characters. It's fantastic.
Yeah, the lipstick thing was insane.
That's pretty good. But, around here. Yeah, this got exactly. And he's talking, and then you see tail lights go by, but there's no car sound, no hint of a car.
Really?
It's just kind of, because this is like done in like just two people on either side shaking the car and some wind on her hair, and then some asshole with a red flashlight running in the back. Oh, that was acting out. Is
that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, this little thing.
There you go. And that happens 2 times, I think, in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where this just kind of singular red light in the back.
In the corner of Nic Cage's head.
Yeah.
You should see it. Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
But that's not a taillight, because that's only one. That's probably like them like driving by a sign or something.
It happened 2 times. And I don't know. I thought that was quite fun, just to go, yep, well, that's in a studio for sure. Without any question. But, did you have anything else to say about this?
Yeah, let me check my notes. I really didn't take a lot of notes for this one.
No, I was struggling to write stuff down.
Yeah, there's not much.
Mm-hmm. Well, I spent a lot of time trying to think of Wizard of Oz, anything deeper than just the surface reference, but I believe it's just a surface reference.
Well, I think it's the whole individuality and personal freedom thing.
Yeah.
And all that shit. I think the whole Wizard of Oz thing is just all about finding your inner person, and that's what this is all about too. It's just a similar theme. It's just an illusion. That's all it is, really.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to tie is he the scarecrow? Is he the lion? I was trying to get stuff. Good head smash.
Oh, this scene, the opening scene is insane. I love it.
This is probably the best one in the movie, though.
I could watch this on fucking repeat, dude.
Yeah, this rules.
Yeah.
Well, just even the glare with the cigarette and the point, just that on loop, that's A1, baby. There you go. Perfect.
Dude, it's so good.
Just the panting and the weird haircut.
I love it. Dude, for the haircut's so funny for a while. I was like, fuck, am I watching fucking Grease 2 or something? It's so funny.
But it works, dude. It works so well.
Yeah, it really does. And I really liked in this opening sequence, it opens, it hard cuts from the opening credits to just straight up jazz, swing jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And then music dies down. Cue Lula.
Yeah.
And then cue Sailor.
Mm-hmm. Cue
the dude he just killed.
Bob.
And then it just fucking goes straight to fucking thrash metal. It's so fucking funny.
In few movies, and even fewer times is it done well, do you hear any kind of metal.
Yeah.
Movies. And this is a very good one. This has good metal in it. It fits perfect. Most of the time it's terribly cheesy, terribly out of place. It fits fantastic. It's exactly
fucking good.
What the movie needs in here.
Yeah. I think the only other movie I can think of is I think it's from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2.
Yeah.
The first one, there's a decent amount of metal. It's more like hard rock, I guess, back then.
Yeah.
But it fits pretty well. But in the second one, the serial killer, his weapon is a guitar.
Oh, that's fun.
With those massive drills you drill holes in ice with?
Yeah.
They're fucking this long and this thick.
An auger.
He's got one of those attached to the neck of his guitar. So he'll like shred a solo and then just fucking kill someone. It's so dumb, but it's so funny.
That's awesome. Does he have to do a good solo too, or he goes fucking shit and he fucks up?
Yeah, I think if his solo isn't good enough, the drill isn't powered.
But do you hear the solo that he plays?
Yeah.
How the hell is he playing it?
Well, it's just a normal guitar, but there's a fucking drill at the top.
He brings an amp with him and plugs it in and then stabs him.
Oh, you don't think about it too much.
I mean, I'm thinking logically.
The movie is called Slumber Party Massacre. I don't think you're supposed to think about it.
Slumber Party Massacre 2.
2, yeah, exactly. Oh, we didn't. You know what we didn't talk about?
What's that?
I don't know if I'll be able to scrub through and find it, but when Laura Dern's character Lula is talking about her cousin, her like weird cousin who believes in aliens.
Okay.
He puts cockroaches in his butthole. You must remember that.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that, dude?
No.
Okay, now I have to find it.
I watched a movie yesterday again. I don't remember.
Dude, how do you not remember fucking... Yeah, here it is. Okay, that's him. This is him. He's dancing around because he has fucking cockroaches in his asshole.
Yes.
Dude, he like fucking Laura Dern's like my aunt found cockroaches in his underwear, and then he fucking put it in his asshole.
Just Nic Cage thinking about it.
Yeah, he just like fucking weird.
That is interesting.
I thought that was fucking funny. I don't know. I'm surprised we hadn't mentioned it yet.
That is good.
But it's literally just this fucking weirdo. He makes sandwiches at night and he yells. I don't know. It's weird. I don't get the point. That's like that could have been cut easily.
Yeah.
You don't even remember it.
You remembered it though.
I did. Well, because I literally in my notes it literally just says cockroach anus ha ha ha. That's one of my notes. Too. So
I think we have to mark that down as a new classic note.
Yeah, cockroach anus.
Cockroach anus ha ha ha. I remember the it's not gay, it's Roman. That was my favorite note on my part, I think.
That was fucking good.
But yeah, there's a few real funny little, maybe not anecdotes, but like little asides in it. Like when they're talking about, my whole family's died from alcoholism or tobacco. Oh yeah, I'm smoking the same cigarettes as
yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
I like also Laura Dern's character, after she talks about how she was raped by her uncle when she was 13.
Yeah.
She starts talking about the ozone layer and how the Earth is going to be pierced.
Yeah.
Through the entire Earth is going to be pierced when the ozone is destroyed by electrical X-rays.
Yeah.
Just like fucking pure nonsense, but it's so funny.
Yeah. Also, how does she think that it's like the sun is covered or like there's something in between? Like the sun's always touching somewhere.
She definitely thinks the ozone does a lot more than it actually does. Because it protects us, but the sun's not going to burn a hole straight through the fucking planet.
Knock on wood.
The only other note here I have is just like a fun, like kind of like visual thing I appreciated about the movie.
Yeah.
Is that every character, whenever someone's on the phone, they kind of always have their own room. Like the Mr. Reindeer.
Yeah.
This character, Santos.
Yeah.
Every character, like anytime there's ever a phone call and it cuts back and forth between the people participating in the phone call, they have, like, they're so costumed. The whole entire set is so set up specifically to fit that character.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of detail in those sets that add to those characters, not development, but a lot of the characters in this movie aren't introduced.
Yeah.
They're introduced visually.
Yeah, you could argue that is development, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're learning more about the characters through the environment you're seeing them in.
Yeah. I say not development because they don't really change.
Yeah.
Except for Laura Dern and fucking Nic Cage.
You're learning about them though.
Yeah, you're learning about them.
You learn about them.
Yeah. Something I did find really cool is that, like, with that opening scene that we keep going back to.
Yeah.
You learn so much within fucking 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
You learn the relationship between the characters. You learn the characters, who they are as people. You learn fucking... It's insane how much exposition is shown and not told within the first 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it
pretty cool.
Gives you the entire dynamic, and that's like... Normally that would be like 20, 25 minute kind of thing. This is a fast 5 minute punch. You're there. You know it. And you also know what you're in for. You know
exactly.
This isn't your cup of tea. Okay, you know?
Yeah. Even I found the same thing with the title sequence. Like the second it hits, it hits on that same metal riff when the title sequence shows up. And it's like, okay. The second I started watching, I was like, okay, this is not a regular Lynch movie.
No.
Like, this is going to be fucking weird. This is going to be... Because, like, it fucking slams in.
Yeah.
It's like Blue Velvet. Yeah, exactly. Blue Velvet and Eraserhead and shit, they were so subtle.
Yeah.
In a lot of these, like, peripheral, I guess.
Okay.
Like the credits.
Yeah.
The beginning credits, end credits. But this movie, it's like the beginning credits. It's like, bam, this is the title. The movie starts, bam, Nic Cage is fucking murdering someone.
Yeah. Well, this is a kick in the head every scene. Well, not every scene, but throughout the movie, you're getting hit in the head as you're watching it.
Yeah, exactly. But I liked it.
I
like that about it.
I think after this movie, this font becomes his standard also.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I don't remember... Blue Velvet was cursive.
Yeah, Blue Velvet's cursive. Eraserhead, I think, is just...
Eraserhead's different. It's a lot taller.
Yeah, big sans serif, just square kind of thing.
Well, we'll see it in our thumbnails and stuff. I always copy the font, so...
Yeah.
We'll see it.
This reminds me a lot of the Lost Highway font.
Yeah?
This one, yeah.
I mean, just the name Lost Highway, and having seen this movie, I feel like this and Lost Highway are going to be a lot more similar than any two movies out of anything else we're going to watch.
Kind of. I think it might have more with Mulholland Drive.
This or Lost Highway?
Lost Highway.
Okay.
I think Mulholland Drive and Lost Highway are kind of the two sides of a different coin. One side being a movie that I like, and the other side being a movie that I don't like. But, all right. They're very similar. But this, I mean, all his movies are, they all go together.
Yeah. I mean, with a lot of, like, auteur directors, that happens quite often. Like, we did the whole, what was it, Yorgos Lanthimos episode.
Yeah.
Because his movies are so similar yet so distinct that it's hard not to consider them as a whole, as an entire, like, album almost.
I remember that being a bit of a rough episode.
Yeah, maybe. It was early.
Yeah, too many people on mic, I think. One mic, too, for 5 fucking people.
Yeah, I think that was probably... yeah. Because we had Joey and Dante, and we were fine.
Yeah, that was perfectly fine. Yeah.
So it might have been legit, just all sharing one mic was kind of weird.
I think so. And we had to move in front of it and stuff.
Yeah.
Review time.
We got one loaded up and everything. Here it is. You want to read it?
Wild at Heart, 1990. 3 stars. I can't believe Nic Cage stole Goro Majima's look. Let's look him up.
Goro
Majima. First appearance, 2005. This movie, 1990. What else did we... Oh, yeah, he spelled Nic Cage with a K.
He spelled the name wrong.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
My name is Nick. His name is Nick. Just to see.
You notice the difference. Yeah, you hear it. Yeah, you hear it.
It's very subtle.
Yeah.
Worst review we've had yet. Andy B.
And his favorite... we looked at his favorite movies. Hey, Evil Dead 2 I can respect. It's a good movie. The rest, I have literally no idea what they are.
Peeping Tom, not that fun. Teenagers from Outer Space, pretty fun. I don't know what Dark Place is.
Me either. I don't even know who Garth fucking Marenghi is.
No, he looks like the guy from Dwight from The Office.
Yep, I was just thinking that too. He really fucking does.
It's his name.
Fuck, there's only 4 actors in this thing.
Not
they
bad.
each play 2 characters, it looks like. That's weird.
Yeah, that's fun. This is
got a pretty high rating, though.
4.4. Not bad.
But there are only 7 fans.
Well, I mean, come on.
So who knows?
Oh,
it looks goofy as hell.
Yeah, I think it might be a goofy one.
Because 2004,
with the evil forces lurking beneath a hospital in Romford, engaged in a desperate struggle against poor production values, awful dialogue, and unrealistic violence. Okay, so it's supposed to be bad.
Yeah, it's a spoof for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well.
All right, Andy B, we're done. We're done with you.
Yeah. More like Andy bad movies.
There you go. Got him.
Send him an email.
All right, let's check these out. Lowest first.
Yeah. Let's see the bad one.
Yeah, let's see some... vile.
Half a star, vile.
Well, I don't think vile is the right word.
No. The other one, half a star. The girl reminded me of my ex. Other than that, would not recommend.
What the fuck? Has Johnny Schroeder never seen Laura Dern before?
I don't know. Also, let's look at a picture of this guy and see if he's just trying to brag that, yeah, I dated a girl that looked like Laura Dern. Yeah, this guy looks like a bagoon. But he's got all other goofy movies. These movies all go well, not Rounders and the other one, but
these aren't his favorites. These are just recent activity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His Ghost Dog and Natural Born Killers and this movie are all the same kind of, goofy
neo-noir goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other.
Yeah, I'm over him.
Mm-hmm.
What crap?
What crap.
Interesting. This is probably Go for it.
Happy Valentine's Day, ladies.
I don't know. He reviewed it on Valentine's Day, so.
Well,
Never before has a movie given me such a splitting headache.
Huh. There David Lynch goes again, mistaking brutalizing women with having anything interesting to add to film as an art. Lara AC was not a fan.
I think pretty much everybody is brutalized in this film.
But I imagine she's talking about the kind of molesting rape characters who they do get their comeuppance.
They all do, yeah.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe feels up Laura Dern, and then he gets his head blown off.
That was such a sick scene, too.
That's pretty cool.
That was fucking cool.
What else? This
not the molestation scene, but him dying scene was really cool.
I didn't think you meant the dialogue of him goes, "Fuck me, tell me you're gonna fuck me, tell me you're gonna fuck me." For 3 minutes straight.
Whisper it.
Yeah, just gums.
I fucking love Willem Dafoe.
He's fantastic.
He's great, man.
He really is fantastic. You can't go wrong. Any kind of movie where he has a mustache, a beard, no beard, anything, gums, he fits the bill perfect. And he always plays it full percentage. He's
good, man.
He's never
Have you seen Antichrist? Lars von Trier?
No, I haven't seen that one yet. That's penetrative sex in that one.
Yeah, yeah. But they had, apparently, fun fact, they had to use a body double for Willem Dafoe because Willem Dafoe's dick was too big.
Really?
Lars von Trier was like, no one's going to believe this is a real penis. He's like, your penis is, it's too big. We have to use someone else's penis.
That sounds like Willem Dafoe me, but like, listen, Lars, I don't want to show my penis on screen. Just tell people it's too big.
Who knows, man? But there's definitely legit, like, full close-up, full penetration. Oh, yeah, it's literally, like, fucking right in there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's PG-13?
It's actually rated E for everyone.
Oh, nice. Does it come on GameCube?
Exclusively. That's the only place they released it.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, what the fuck did I watch? David Lynch is sexist, unwatchable. It's a lot of the same garbage with these fucking half-star reviews. Read this one. Read this long one.
I like most of the filmography of David Lynch that I've seen. Badly constructed sentence.
Yes.
The glaring exception that continues to rank among the worst films I have ever seen is Wild at Heart. Baffling, incomprehensible, irritating, repulsive, revolting. This movie is all of these things and more. Wouldn't it be all of those things and more? And it left an ugly, bitter aftertaste in my mouth when it was over. Just. Jack didn't like it.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I mean, what's incomprehensible about it?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, repulsive and revolting.
That's kind of the point. But
those are also big words to use.
Yeah. It's also subjective. Yeah. I mean, as you know, we started this podcast with Cannibal Holocaust.
Mm-hmm. Even that,
we're not going to get that. We're not going to get that gory ever.
That's the thing. Yeah.
So, like, to us, Wild at Heart is like fucking a walk in the park.
Pretty well. I guess so. Okay.
But like, what's this guy into?
Let's see.
Yeah. See. So none of these movies are gory or violent in any way, shape, or form.
Well, Airplane, there are some slaps in it.
Oh.
They do. Oh, no, that's Airplane 2. Never mind. That's a different...
Donnie Darko's got a headshot scene, doesn't it? Dude gets shot in the fucking face.
Maybe.
I don't know how bloody it is, but Scott Pilgrim's basically a comic book. Whiplash has no violence. I think his hand bleeds from playing drums, and that's it.
Yeah, guy yells at him.
Yeah.
Dario Argento. Well, that should be bloody, though.
I was going to say, Dario Argento is kind of like a horror fucking icon.
Yeah, it looks like he's going through slashers here, going to pieces, the rise and fall of the slasher film.
Yeah, so what the hell is this guy complaining about?
4 stars for Bad Boys for Life.
All right, so let's see this guy's page.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, I saw that movie in the movie theater.
Did you?
Yes, I paid to go
I'm so sorry.
Boys. Yes. Thank you.
Lynch's campy road movie soap pop opera affected trash kitsch. Kitsch? Yeah. I don't know what that means.
Kitschy, like, when you have your kitchen has fucking polka dots on it and a blender from 1940 or something. You go, a little kitschy,
Okay.
Like tacky. It's tacky.
Bumptious?
Bumptious?
The fuck does that mean? That's not a real word, is it?
I think that would mean
self-assertive or proud to an irritating degree. Okay.
That's not what I would have said it was.
Sex and crime, provocation, kooky, ecstasy, rage. These are just words.
Yeah.
This isn't.
This is that. He had a few words left over from his other reviews and said, fuck, I have to figure out a way to throw them in somehow.
His thesaurus was still open and he just didn't know what to do. Yeah. A bag full of synthetical candy jelly.
What the hell does that
mean? I don't know. And over the top
is not a word. What do you mean synthetic candy jelly?
Yeah, I think you can just say synthetic. Candy jelly.
But what the hell does
gummy bears?
Yeah, an over-the-top pipe dream of fucking the American cerebellum, the master of the cinema of classy, subversive understatement at its work. Well, I mean, this is... words have to make sense together to make a point.
We've tossed this word around a lot on this podcast. This dude is pretentious.
Just in...
Yeah.
I mean, if he stopped at Lynch's campy road movie, that would have been good enough.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know. Everything he said affected... he could have just said it's corny as fuck instead of this. Bumptious sex and crime provocation.
But is he saying the audience is getting provoked, or?
I think he's just saying it's provocative for the sake of provocation. There's no substance to it. It's just shocking for the sake of shock. Which, again, we've spoken about this before. I'm all for.
I mean, you're building a world here.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. And even, I would say, the provocation and the shock in this movie is more realistic than movies without this shock factor.
Yeah.
Because someone gets in a car, like that scene with the car accident at night.
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to save this girl and like get her in the car so they can drive her to the hospital, and she dies on the road.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the most real things you can see in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, sure, it's fucking, there's blood everywhere, there's dead bodies, it's provocative, but it's realism at the same time.
Yeah. I do like the kind of movies, I'm saying this sarcastically, I like, where like people get just shot to all hell and they just kind of fall over and there's no blood kind of thing, and they just go like out of frame like that.
Yeah.
Getting a full clip of fucking in him and there's nothing, you know? That is fun too.
Yeah. Not even Laura Dern can save this one. Nic Cage is Jesus in a snakeskin jacket. This is easily the best 1-star film I've ever seen. Wow. That's saying something. At least it's the best.
Yeah, seems like a good review and a bad one at the same time.
It's the best of the worst,
I guess.
I didn't like the way Lynch wrote his characters. He didn't. It is based on a novel. Mm-hmm. You idiot. I didn't like Nicolas Cage's performance. I loved it.
I thought it was great.
Nic Cage was fucking great.
Yeah.
I didn't like the music.
The music is the best part. Man.
Actually, he didn't like anything at all.
Well, the Valkyrie 98. F you 20-year-old loser.
What does he like? House of Flying Daggers.
In the mood.
Yeah.
That's a good one. In the mood.
These are all fucking like old kung fu movies, aren't they?
Well, In the Mood for Love is like a romance kind of movie, like a 50s kind of Japanese romance.
Oh, no, these aren't his favorites, dude. This is 2 stars. He just liked
In the Mood for Love 1 star? Well, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
No. This just means he liked it. He didn't rate it yet. Yeah, there's the hearts and then there's the stars. But he gave House of Flying Daggers 2. I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
House of Flying Daggers deserves a little more than 2. I haven't seen it in a while, but
I do not like the Valkyrie 98.
Where do you see that?
I think that's the name.
Oh, yeah, the dude. Yeah, no, fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On to the good ones, or?
On to the good ones, yeah. Wait, this guy mentioned the Palme d'Or, so obviously he did his fucking research.
How the fuck did this win a Palme d'Or while Fire Walk with Me got panned? Cannes is a fucked up place. The only redeeming factor of this film was that Laura Dern was in it. I'm a big fan of Lynch's works, but this film is absolutely atrocious. Dull characters, a duller story, and Nic Cage doing his best Elvis impression is enough to make you want to poke your fucking eyes out. Christ, I hate this film.
Jesus, man. Settle down, fuck.
He's a little upset.
Yeah, this guy, that's, I don't know, dude. Like, fucking turn Netflix off and go to bed or something.
Yeah, I mean, that made me want to watch it. I go, Nic Cage doing an Elvis impression? This is fun. Let's watch it.
Here you go. This is a snakeskin jacket, and for me, it's a symbol of my individuality and my belief in personal freedom. That's just a quote from the movie. That's a bad review.
5-star bad review.
Yeah.
David Lynch's finest film. It's what he would have made with Elvis Presley had he ever had the opportunity to collaborate with him. Instead, we get Nicolas Cage giving his best Presleyan performance. It's a bizarre mix of a 1960s Elvis Presley movie with The Wizard of Oz randomly whisked in, poured over what is obviously identifiable as a David Lynch movie, at his most amazingly deranged. There is not a single wasted performance in this film. Between this and The Casualties of War, I can't decide which is the most fucked up Willem Dafoe performance. And Laura Dern's real-life mother Diane Ladd plays her character Lula's mama to a demented perfection that is rivaled perhaps only by Piper Laurie's psychotic mother portrayal in Carrie. I didn't know that was a real mom.
I didn't know that either. That's interesting.
That's quite fun.
That is quite fun. Laura Dern is wonderful. Harry Dean Stanton is great. Just watch the thing. First paragraph sounds like a bad review almost, I find.
I don't know, but...
Like if you copy-pasted this and rated it 1 star, I wouldn't flinch.
Yeah, I guess so. Instead, we get Nicolas Cage giving his best Presley. That's the reason the other guy didn't like the movie, too.
Yeah, exactly.
But this, I don't have the... I don't have the index for it, because I'm not familiar with all of Elvis Presley's movies that he came out with.
Did he make movies?
He's got a good 20, probably.
Really?
Yeah, all kind of, just kind of, the quick turnaround pictures. We'll film it in a week and you sing 10 songs. Like the Beatles used to do, when an album's coming out, they'd have some stupid movie and every scene they'd have a song that they play in it. It was the same thing with Elvis, but His movies, like, I think it's supposed to be Elvis and Marilyn Monroe, these two characters, but like, I don't have the references. I don't know the movies that are being referenced. I read that there's a lot of references to these old Elvis movies, but I couldn't point them out to you.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so having heard that, I kind of understand this statement.
Yeah.
That Elvis, having David Lynch and Elvis Presley collaborate on a film would probably end up with something similar to Wild at Heart.
Mm-hmm.
I would completely disagree with that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's no way Elvis Presley would have done a movie like this.
I don't know. He was pretty good. He was out there.
Yeah, but he wouldn't do this much violence and blood. It would be way more romantic.
Yeah. Well, we're also imagining him in the late 50s, early 60s too, though. I'm sure if Elvis was around in 1990 and he was the megastar that he was in the late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure he would be doing all kinds of funky stuff.
That's a pretty good point.
And he's probably popping pills and eating fucking peanut butter and banana sandwiches all day.
Peanut butter and bacon? Peanut butter, bacon, banana? There's bacon in it for sure.
Was there? I mean, the guy probably lived off bacon. He was fucking the size of a, I don't know. Anyways.
A tow truck?
Yeah, something like that.
I've watched this movie a lot of times, and every time I like it more and more, and now it's one of my all-time favorite films. I love its ultra-violent outburst to... The fuck is this?
Begin, I imagine it would be?
Okay, yeah. Outburst to begin and climax the film. It's so trashy and horny in between. It really resonates with me as a person, I guess. I think it's my favorite thing by David Lynch, I think. Nice. And redundant.
I like
all his stuff a lot. Man, fucking
Vicky, not only is she trashy and horny, her writing is quite trashy. Her grammar is quite bad.
Yeah, definitely needs a peer review.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. He spelled it right. Nic Cage.
In his fucking bag. Damn right it's 5-star.
Lipstick, lightning, fire.
I mean, that's what you got.
Lipstick is funny.
That is pretty good. Lightning, we didn't really see much lightning.
Yeah, I don't know what that's from. I don't get it. If you're truly wild at heart, you'll fight for your dreams. Don't turn away from love, sailor. Don't turn away from love. And then it's in a different language, and I'm not going to try and read it.
Essa film me lembrou a Razawa do David Lynch será muy directo preferidado.
I know what that means. Yeah, that's his favorite director. This film, I don't know what this means.
Me lembrou a Razio. No, I'm not
Lost me there.
Is this Portuguese or...
I don't know. Well, this is obviously this movie.
Yeah.
I assume that is like my...
Yeah. Yeah.
This, I don't know.
Lembro a Razio.
Yeah, it lost me there.
Lembrau Arazio. Yeah. Well, that's for the audience to wonder.
There you go. Google it, email us, whatever. Fuck off.
It is not ours to wonder why. A certified bangaroony.
Bangaroony. There you go. From Lynch's filmography, that's not easy to get a hold of these days. Nic Cage and Laura Dern had an undeniably perfect chemistry in a world that was perhaps not the most Lynchian, but it was still very apparent that a sense of weirdness was lurking in its atmosphere.
But I mean, Lynchian, he just wants it to be kind of be dark and eerie.
Yeah.
But I think at the root of that, it's supposed to be Americana.
Yes.
So this
I agree.
Still fits in with that kind of worldview.
Yeah. It's funny. I don't know how much, we talked about this when we covered Blue Velvet, how Lana Del Rey covered Blue Velvet.
Yeah.
I don't know how much her covering Blue Velvet has to do with Lynch and not the song's origin specifically, because a lot of her songs focus on the Americana, but she honestly sings about similar themes to David Lynch as well.
Well, I think she's definitely
a lot of underbelly shit.
Yeah, she's grabbing the aesthetic of kind of the trashy road motel.
Yeah.
Well, I forget which one, but one music video is like, seems like it came right out of this movie.
Oh, really?
It's one of her popular video games, I think it is.
Oh.
And it's like her as some trashy like motel hoe and some like older dude, like some fucking greasy guy, and they're in a hotel, a motel, like what you saw with Willem Dafoe and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like she's stealing it right out from this
Interesting.
This movie.
So yeah, I guess there is something to it. She must like David Lynch.
Well, what do you think when we get into many non-English reviews?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I did realize that we did not give our favorite shots yet. Would you like to review first or give our favorite shots first?
Let's do our favorite shots first.
Okay.
Let me open the movie back up.
Sure.
I mean, I think one of my favorite shots is easily
The Point.
Not the Point is good, but I really like this, man. I fucking love this.
This is a fantastic cut.
Yeah. Boom. Right there. Love it. It's so fucking cool. It's so stupid. It's like it's almost like the entire movie is just boiled down in this one fucking shot.
Pretty much.
Like this is Wild at Heart.
Yeah, I get it, and I like it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Mine, nothing stood out too much to me on second viewing.
Okay.
The first time I saw it, I really loved the shot of them stopping in the car when Laura Dern's annoyed at the radio, and it's kind of a train in the sunset and them dancing like crazy.
That's is that after the car crash?
I think that's earlier. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, right. This is a cool shot too.
Yeah, this
when they're at the gas station.
Yeah.
Before she gets in, he's gassing up, and she's on the side of the car. This right here, I like that quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's nice composition. There's a nice flow to the whole picture.
It's very Americana.
Yes, definitely. The shot you're talking about is coming up here.
Yeah. Anything around here.
Yeah.
Kind of does the whole
This is, I mean, that kick.
That's a good kick.
You gotta love that kick. There's the fucking front flip, man. I love it.
Let's see it one more time. It's too good.
I absolutely love. I'm gonna learn how to do that, dude. I'm gonna get a convertible just so I can do that. Oh, I love it.
He flips off. You see how happy Laura Dern is too? They're kicking dirt. They're having a good time.
Yeah, this is good.
That's a big kick too. So yeah, I think this would be my favorite one.
Yeah, okay. Those are some good shots. Those are nice.
So
yeah, final thoughts, man.
Yeah. I want to hear yours first.
You want to hear mine first, eh?
I'd like to hear yours first.
Okay. I wish I could remember what I gave Eraserhead and Blue Velvet.
I think Eraserhead was a 9.
It was definitely high. It was 9 or 10 easily.
Yeah, and Blue Velvet, I think you gave it a 6.5 or 6.
You know what? I think I'm gonna give this a 7.5. I liked this more than Blue Velvet, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I might change my mind when I watch it a second time.
Yeah.
Because I watched Blue Velvet twice.
Okay.
And the first time I was unimpressed. The second time I was just kind of like, okay, that's, not much changed. This just, I don't know, like on a just pure like visceral reaction.
Yeah.
Like just watching it and enjoying it. It's so much more enjoyable.
This movie it's a blast to watch.
It's just a ride. It's insane.
So much fun.
So I think like a 7.5 probably is what I'd give it.
I'm gonna lowball you a bit there, Lee.
Ooh.
I'm giving it a 7.
Lowball. All right, let's call it an even 7 then.
When I first watched it, probably 8.5 something I would have given it.
Yeah, interesting. That's interesting.
And it went. I was really excited to watch it again, and I wasn't as shocked and as wow, this is so much fun. Kind of thing. I still had tons of fun watching it, but it might have been that first time shock that I got.
That makes sense. That's why having heard you say that earlier on, that's why I might rewatch it and not like it as much either.
Yeah, if you do, let me know. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
yeah.
Podcast as always.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
Always good.
For the viewers, like our video on YouTube, subscribe, follow us on Spotify, iTunes, review, email us, like our stuff. I don't know, just fucking engage with our content in general.
Do it all.
And do everything, or don't. I don't fucking care.
If one of our listeners works for FedEx or Intelcom, tell me where my fucking Dennis Hopper movie is that I ordered 2 effing months ago that still hasn't showed up. Please tell me what's happening with it.
You don't have a tracking number?
I got dildo, dude. I got nothing.
Weird.
I wrote to them when it was like 2 weeks late, and they said, wait another 10 days. And that was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Just ask for your money back. Where'd you order it from?
I ordered it from there's like a special company that does the restoration, and like they're the only people who have the rights to the fucking movie.
Oh, weird.
You have to go through that company directly, and then they ship it through Amazon, Intelcom, or something.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's a hassle, and I want my fucking movie.
All right, well, there you go. So if you're listening and you have any sort of hookup, send us an email, monolithfilmclub@gmail.com. Our Instagram is monolithfilmpod. So is our Twitter. You can find Nick and I's personal accounts through that account if you so choose to do so. Our YouTube is Monolith Films. We're on iTunes, Spotify, whatever. If you're listening to this, you know where we are. Go, fucking rock and roll. Amen.